welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in the last two previous videos I have done specific things that I would potentially set for a beginner. So one of them was 3 beginner patterns that I would recommend, and then also I did a video on buttonholes, which is actually quite an advanced thing for a beginner, but I thought if it's up there then people can use it, people can see it, and people can start to use buttonholes, as buttonholes are in so many things lately. But yeah, I thought then in this video I would do something nice and easy that doesn't involve any buttonholes, any zips. It literally just involves an iron, a pillow, and your sewing machine and your fabric. So if you guys stay tuned, you are going to learn how to sew a envelope cushion cover. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have currently set up my ironing board, because the first step we're going to do is I've already cut out my fabric, as you can see here on the ironing board, but I'm going to tell you how you do that. So my cushion is 19 inches by 19 inches. So the way that you would figure out how much fabric you need is all you want to do is add ½ an inch onto the length of your cushion. So my fabric, I kept the width. So as you can see, I kept the width, so it's still very long, but all I did was cut the length at 19½ inches. So that's exactly what I did. I measured 19½ inches and I snipped it and ripped it across, so I knew it was still going to be on the grain. So that's your first step. So always measure your cushion, figure out how long it is, and then add ½ an inch onto the end. With an envelope cushion, you want to keep the width of your fabric, so whatever the width of your fabric is, keep that the same, because it's going to be folded over onto itself. Right, so the first step we're going to do is we're going to turn our iron on, which I already have done. Mine is on. It literally just needs warming up a little bit. The first step we are going to do is we're going to fold in our selvage edge here. So we're going to grab our iron and we're going to fold the selvage edge in on itself like this. And we're going to iron it down like so. So we give that an iron, give it a steam, and as you can see, the selvage edge is now turned in on itself. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it in on itself one more time, just so it creates a nice neat inside for our cushion. And again, you're going to go all the way up the length of your fabric, and once again you can see that we have folded that edge in. So that is the first step. So as you can see, I've done the whole length of my fabric. I folded the selvage edge in and I folded it in again. So that is the first step done. Okay, so as you can see, I am now set up with both cameras, one in front, one behind. This one is viewing the sewing machine itself, and obviously you guys are viewing me. So what I am going to show you now is how to sew up that folded edge that we have just done. So as you can see, I have my folded edge here ready to go. I haven't put any pins in it because I tend to work without pins, but obviously if you guys would feel more confident using pins, then that is entirely up to you, and you can use pins as well. So what we are going to do is literally just sew down that edge there. So I'm going to find my foot, and we're just going to straight stitch all the way down to the bottom of that lift my foot up and take my cushion out. Then the next step that we do is you will need a set of pins for this. The next step that we need to do is half our cushion, so we get edge to edge and we fold it in half like this. So we then find this edge here, so the center middle, and we're just going to put a pin in it like so. If I can stop shaking. Just going to put a pin in it like that. Then we're going to open it up, lay it out flat. Now this is where you need a tape measure as well. So what we're going to do is from this pin here that we've got here, so from this pin here, as you can see, we're going to measure out 10 inches on each side of it. So we're going to go 10, put a pin in at where it says 1, and then we're going to do the exact same on the other side, and we're going to go from, again, that pin there, measure 10 out, put a pin in it there. Okay, then what we do is from this pin here that we have, we're going to fold it in on itself. So we're going to fold it in like so. Make sure that is nice and flat. See how it is now, laying flat, completely flat. So we fold that down on itself to where that first pin is there. And we're just going to pin that one down like so. So we pin that down there, and then we do the same on the other side. So we lay it out flat, we fold it in on that pin, and we make it lay flat again. So we're just going to jiggle it until it is laying flat, and then once again you pin that part. So you can now see that I've got my square back. So what we need to do is do the exact same on the other side. So I'm just going to lay it out flat and sort of naturally let the cushion sit where it wants to. The best way that you can do this is by measuring it out, obviously. So what I'm going to double check now is that the distance from this end, the bottom end here, and the top end is the same. So I'm just going to measure the bottom end, which is 11.5. So I'm going to go to the top and make sure that it is 11.5 wide. So it's actually a bit more. So I'm just going to move it over slightly. And double check. Now that is 11.5. And then I'm just going to do the same again, pin it at the top, and then do the same with the other piece. So lay it flat, make it look like it's going to be straight. Again, measure it from the bottom is your best answer. So what you do is you get your tape measure, you go from where you've pinned it down to the edge, which is again 11.5, and you just want to check that that top bit is going to be 11.5. which it is, and then again you're just going to pin that part down there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sew all the way along this top edge and all the way along the bottom edge. To sew all the way along that top edge, just with a 1 centimetre seam allowance. We don't want too much of a seam allowance, so just with a 1. So all the way across that top edge, and then we're going to cut our threads off. Do the same with the bottom edge. So again, lining it up with the 1, we're just going to sew all the way along that bottom edge. Take that pin out because that pin was a bit too close to the head. Making sure all of our edges meet. I'm going to take this pin out here as well, with the one in my knuckle. And then what I'm going to do is again take it out and cut my threads off. move the sewing machine out the way because now we don't need it. So we're going to take all of our pins out, which I can't seem to find at this current moment in time. So take all of our pins out, cut all of our threads off, and that is it when it comes to sewing. The next step that we need to do is actually turn the cushion case around. So what we do is we get all of our corners out. We're going to push them up with our fingers, like so. And there we have it. There, oh well, upside down at the moment. There is our cushion cover, well, our envelope cushion cover. As you can see, it is open at the back so that we can open it. What I'm going to do is put my cushion in it and then show you. Okay, so as you can see, here is our cushion. Well, our cushion cover with the cushion inside of it. And as you can see, there is the envelope opening. So as you can see, they're really quick, they're really easy to make. They don't really take up a lot of fabric. All you need really is the length of your cushion. So my cushion was 20 inches. And I actually made it a little bit smaller. I made the length of the cushion 19.5 inches just because I wanted my cushion to have a bit more puff in it, and I wanted it to actually fill the cushion cover rather than it not filling the cushion cover. So I think I definitely did it the perfect size because it fits lovely, it's not pulling at the back or anything, and it just sits really nicely. So this is going in my room on my grey bedding. But yeah, this is how you do a cushion cover envelope type one. The next one will be one with a zip, but I think I need to do a tutorial on how to put in a zip first before I teach you guys how to put a zip into one of these. But I just thought I would do this video. It's nice, it's quick, it's simple, there's no buttons, there's no buttonholes, there's no zips involved in this. It's just a nice simple hem, folding it in half, finding the middle and figuring out the length of it. So it's really quick and easy to do, and as you can see, it doesn't take up much fabric either. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been, again, quite a quick one, but sometimes the projects that are nice and quick and easy are the easy ones to get started with, and they're the nicer ones to get started with. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys. Good night. I'm going to sleep now.